to Ego by the beautiful Jada Julianne. And Joe says, then people only show off about that singer, huh? I'm like, that's my baby. I don't care what you say, Joe, that is my baby. I'm really proud of the job that Jada and Colin did, though. I mean, Jada could not do this by herself. She would have written the song, sang it beautifully, and played it with the acoustic guitar. And that's that. Colin had all the beats, the instruments. He played the drums on some of the songs. He harmonized with her. He bought all that equipment to do all that recording. You know what I mean? Yep. And these kids were adamant that they had to do it themselves. There are a lot of people that stepped up to the plate saying, hurry up, watch it, watch it. Oh my God.
Where you going now? Jesus Christ.
None of them have the right to turn. They're all on the red light. We have the right to do the U-turn. And everybody want to come. Joe looked like he was going to slam that one just now. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of people stepping, like that guy that we met. Remember we met him in the summer in front of Walmart. He went to one of these festivals with me and Joe. And he's a nice guy, but he wanted to step in and take over because the kids asked him once if he knew about soundproofing the booth, the studio for them, right? And he wanted to take over, and he started to write some text message to Jada, but when he does stuff, he does it, you know, right away and blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my God, Colin wanted to fight that one. It's like everybody wants to come in and get rid of Colin. That's why I always have to give Colin his props. They always want to come in and get rid of him because they figure like producers are a dime a dozen. You could shake any tree out there and you'll find somebody that mixes music, mixes beats, make beats, and produce stuff, right? But like Colin says, you can't find a Colin. You can't find another Colin because there's some girl that they met through one of these functions that they go to, and she dropped her EP the same day with Jada. And she was kind of like following some of the stuff Jada and Colin were doing in the market. And Colin kind of chuckled and goes, she can try all she wants, but she don't have a Colin behind her. I'm like, you go, Colin boy, you little white boy, you getting strong. Look at Wednesday don't want to eat the treats. What's wrong with you, Wednesday? You don't need spoiled dog, you know. You said Jory gave you some treats? Because it's not table food, Jojo? The dog spoiled. Talking to the lady just now, Joe, Katie Tur, because she just went off the air. I'm talking about Ari Melber, and they were talking about Mondays. And the lady said that today is not even the president's birthday, or whoever president we should be celebrating their birthday. I don't know if it's Washington. And she said he was born on, or it might have been Lincoln. He was born on the 22nd of February, and they used to celebrate it on that day. But when they passed that law to make all these holidays go on a Monday, like the nearest Monday, that's when it started to be celebrated on a Monday. So she says, actually, the only thing we're really celebrating today is Monday. And she goes, for everybody who was off today, because I guess they're on because a lot of the other anchors are off. And she goes, we'll see you tomorrow. And they're just talking about Mondays, and they were going back and forth about Monday. And Ari Melber was saying he was having a wonderful Monday or whatever. So you know what your girl did? I went, found Ari Melber. I was already following him, but I guess he has his Ari Melber, and he also has the name of his show, The Beat. I found everything I could find, and I tweeted him. And I'm like, I saw you do that exchange just now with Katie Tur, and I just figured it was the right time for me to send you my daughter's song called Monday. And it's from her EP named Monday that just got dropped on Valentine's Day. And I really thought you would enjoy her song. And that's what I did. So that's why it's important for me to teach you guys how to do Twitter, okay? Because this is how we're going to reach these people that we need to reach. Right now, Ari Melber, as far as I know, is not into music. Maybe he doesn't even have a connection for Jada in the music industry. But he's pretty popular on this show. And he could tweet out her song. He could just say, oh my God, I love this song. That's how it works, you know? We just have to get the songs into everybody's household and into their hands, because once it starts to become familiar, because they're new songs, and I don't know if you're like me, but it takes me a little while to warm up to new songs, you know, even if it's not my daughter's song, right? But a lot of people are like that. So we need for them to be singing it like you guys are. You guys are amazing. Can I just say, you guys are amazing. All of you that have bought Jada's EP already. I know that some of you are saving up to buy it. And that's okay, because $10 is hard to come by sometimes when you're on a budget. But if you have the ability to share her YouTube channel anywhere, please do so. Just go to her YouTube channel. I told you guys before how to do that, right? Go to youtube.com/Jada Julianne. Go to playlist right on the top where it says videos, blah, blah. Go to playlist. There's only one playlist there. Click on that playlist, find the share button, right mouse click, copy it, and then take it everywhere and share it. On Facebook, Instagram, wherever. And Jada has her own Spotify radio station, I guess. I hope I'm saying it right. She's verified. If you are a member of Spotify, you can go listen there. I don't know nothing about Spotify, so I don't know what to tell you about that one, okay? Again, what you can do is you can click maybe one of the songs, if not the whole playlist. Like when I tweeted Ari Melber, I didn't do the whole playlist. I just did the song Monday because that's the topic that they were talking about, because this show is live. So I just went ahead and did the one song. You know what I mean? So if you could do the whole playlist, or you could do the one song, whatever it is. And you guys that haven't bought it yet, listen to it at YouTube, because all those little things count, you know, to get her out there. And also, you can listen wherever music is streamed, not just Spotify, but a lot of other places. I'll let you know as we go along if she's on any other radio stations, like the Belize Mix Internet Radio or the one in Belize, yada yada. So I wanted to tell you guys a little story, but I think I'm gonna be a little bit long-winded, so just bear with me. So you may or may not know that I've had a crush on John Schneider for the longest time. He's the guy that used to be on the Dukes of Hazzard back in the early 1980s and late 1970s, I believe. When we first came to America in the early 1980s, that was the first TV show that we got hooked on Friday evenings, all right? I didn't like him when he was on that show because he just was, he played like a young, dumb blonde or whatever. But in the mid-1980s, he started to sing. And he was doing country music. He used to be married to one of these news anchors that was on my regular news. Pretty girl, long dark hair. And he likes to sing about, you know, long dark haired women. I guess he has a thing for dark haired women. I don't know if that's just in his songs. But I used to always just adore him. I thought he was handsome when he was singing. He had that scruffy look with the beard, stuff like that. He had a beautiful voice. I don't know that he had the bestest voice in the world, but he had a beautiful voice. And I went to see him in a concert in 1987. It was one of these open, you know, door type concerts where there were stages all over. It was a festival. And so if you knew that somebody you wanted to see was going to be like on stage A, you better stay there maybe 3 performers before so that you can get a good spot, you know, get down below to be in the front. So that's what Joe and I did. We saw Freddie. Joe, what did the guy sing? Name was sing the Spanish songs? Huh? If he brings you happiness. That one? Freddie Fenders? Freddie Fenders. Yeah, we saw him. We saw John Schneider's partner on the Dukes of Hazzard, Luke. He used to play Luke Duke. I forget, Tom Wopat. We saw him. We saw a bunch of good people before John came on, but we were there to see John and Joe. Let me tell you about my husband. He knew I had a crush on this man, and he was not insecure. He's like, girl, let me let you meet the man. No, keep in mind that before this, my friends that I went to college with, they all had jobs, and they all worked at like Tower Record Store or whatever that was called in Hollywood. And he would come in there all the time to check on his records, and they would get his autograph. Every time he came in, they would get his autograph for me. I think I had his autograph maybe up to 3 or 4 times already before I actually met him. So anyways, we're at the concert. He performed, he did a good job. Girls were being hoisted up, you know, by whoever for them to like hug him and kiss him while he was singing and all this stuff. He was really interactive with the audience. So after his set was over, we heard this motorcycle take off, you know, in the wind. And I told you, oh, we missed him. And the reason why I thought it was him was because he rode on stage on a motorcycle, which they then took off the stage. And I figured when he went backstage, he just took off. So Joe was smarter than that. And he goes, no, he's back there. Let's go. So we got back there. We waited about 5 minutes. He came out through one of the little gates or whatever. And he was actually on his bike kind of walking it out without it being on. And so people were clamoring. I wasn't. I was just like, I was shaking from just being shy. I was like, oh. And so then Joe kept pushing me, saying, go touch the man, go hug the man. I'm like, no, no. So then as he was leaving and not really signing anybody's autographs or anything, I don't think I wanted an autograph then because I already had enough, right? Some old white man in a wheelchair, you know, kind of in a scruffy voice said, John, this is your audience. Spend some time with them. And so he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So he signed a bunch of autographs, and all I got to do, this is John Schneider's back. I did this. Touched him right here on his back by his shoulder. And that's all I needed. And Joe's like, you stupid. This is the first time that first and the last time you're probably going to meet this man. You should have hugged him, give him a kiss, whatever. Joe didn't care. But Joe knew I was going to kiss him on the cheek or something, right? I was like, no, I don't need to do all of that. I touched him. I'm good. And so, you know, it was a really decent meeting. So fast forward to maybe like a couple years ago, maybe 18 months ago or so. I thought at first it was on Twitter, but now after I was thinking about it, it was actually on YouTube. So Joe was saying that maybe he responded to me on YouTube because of the fact that I had more followers than he did on YouTube. And I said, oh my God. But anyways, let me tell you what happened. So when I was sick, when I was 18 years old and I had the surgery, Joe bought me one of John Schneider's records. That's the first record that I ever owned by him. And I played this one song over and over again that I loved. It's called I've Been Around Enough to Know. I just like at the opening, the song is about him leaving somebody, so that wasn't the important part. I like the part where he says, hush, don't talk now. And there was just something that was calming about that line to me that really made me heal spiritually after I had that surgery and slipped into that little coma when I was 18. So 2 years ago or 18 months ago or so, I see him active on YouTube, and he was putting out trailers to some movie that he was producing or something. And I went and I tapped on it and I'm like, hey, John, I'm so glad that you have a YouTube. I've been a fan since I don't know how long. I actually met you one time in '87. You were so decent. And by the way, your song, I've Been Around Enough to Know, helped me healed spiritually when I went through something, you know, when I was younger. And so he wrote me back and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I said, yes, I'm okay. And then he says, well, if you need anything, let me know, okay? And I'm so glad that you love the song. I was like, oh my goodness, he's such a decent guy, right? So then fast forward to a couple months ago or so, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, when the Take a Knee movement was in its heyday, he came out after Trump said, take those SOBs off the stage or whatever. And he was like, I can't believe there would ever come a day when we would have to make patriotism mandatory, you know, have respect for the anthem and for the flag. And I'm like, what? Not my John Schneider. So I went to him and I said, John, I really don't think you realize or understand what the Take a Knee movement is about. It's not about disrespecting the flag and the anthem. It's actually about black men tired of dying, though. And then I pretty much put, check your white privilege, you know? So then he didn't respond, of course. So we fighting. So anyways, I'm telling you this long, drawn-out, boring story because I'm coming to the head of the story, okay? Bear with me. So I'm on my phone and I check the trending things, you know, and because I don't really know how to check trending things, but I'm learning. And the thing popped up and it said that John Schneider got a reprieve. Bless you, honey. John Schneider got a reprieve from some judge. I can't talk. I bit the inside of my mouth earlier and it's like getting in my way. Yeah, so he got a reprieve from some judge during his messy divorce. So I'm like, he divorcing again now? Because I remember when he had a divorce from the news anchor and she cleaned him out. He had a fleet of cars, beautiful cars back then. She wiped him out. She wiped him out to the point that he was homeless and he had to go live with Johnny Cash's daughter. And that's how he got into music. You know, and I was like, dang, he broke again though? So we went back to go look and he is divorcing his wife that he got married to, I think, back in '86 when I got married to Joe. John Schneider is younger than Joe, you know. He's only like 56 or 57 and he looks tired already. You know, that melanin or whatever Joshua would say, they need that melanin. So anyways, he is divorcing the wife, or the wife is divorcing him. He's $150,000 behind in spousal support. And he had to go to court because the lady wanted to put his behind in jail. And he was in front of the judge telling the judge that he was so embarrassed the monetary situation that he's in right now, because he never thought he would find himself in this situation this late in his life. You know, he's been married to the woman for 30 years. They have 3 kids, I think, and I think he raised one of his nephew as his own. And so he said, the wife said in court, well, the reason why he's in the situation is because he keeps doing crappy movies on TV, crappy shows on TV. I spit on the computer screen because he's on Tyler Perry's The Have and the Have-Nots, and he's like the star up there. But the acting sucks on that show. You know, and if I met Mr. Perry right now, as much as I like him, I would tell him, you putting these shows out too fast, that the acting's not good. Only 1 or 2 actors on the shows are good, right? So I busted out laughing then. And then the wife said that he needs to pay me my money. He needs to pay me my money because he just did a concert. Because I know he put out some new music. I didn't go listening because I was mad off of the thing he said on Twitter. And so she said he just did a concert and he made some money. So look at me, fast forwarding the post to see the news thing to see how much money he made at the concert. $2,550. I'm like, oh my God. That's a little bit of money for him being a superstar. Or maybe he's just a superstar in my eyes. You know, so I called Jada. I said, girl, when you going to have your first concert, though? Because you can make $2,550. And I told Jada the story, and she's like, Mom, I'm going to start doing some coffee shops and stuff first to cut my teeth, because I want to make sure that I can handle a whole concert. I'm not going to book no, venue and sell tickets and all this stuff and then find out that I look stupid up there. I got to go play some small things first and do a set here and 2 sets there. And I said, okay, I'm good, but I'm just telling you. You know, to go get Josh, guys.
Go out the dunk again.
It's cold tonight.
Hmm?
It's cold tonight. You see that moon? I don't know why I can't see it in the camera, Josh. You think it's picking it up?
It's hard to see stuff like that. We're going to push it up. It's a rock moon.
It's finally cold, guys.
Too cold.
Joshua's shivering. They say it's going to be 34 tonight. We got to bring the dogs in. Joe got to go wrap his sauerkraut tree. I just did an unboxing of this. See? It's the Hurricane Spin Broom. No batteries, cords, or bags. Cleans wet or dry messes. One-touch bin. Empties in seconds. Lightweight, under 1.5 pounds. It was pretty easy to assemble. The wand or the stick comes in 3 pieces, and you're just going to screw it into each other and then put it into the body of the broom. And then you just start pushing, and it spins. The only problem that I'm having so far, why I can't finish this review right now, is the fact that I don't have any dirt on the floor, no visible dirt. Because why? I swept like a crazy woman last night. And you know, we Belizeans and y'all Filipinos do not believe in sweeping at night, because you sweep out all the luck, right? I remember when Leah had a church member come back from doing missionary work in the Philippines. Well, she came back for a visit, and she was telling some of the, what do you call it? Superstitions, I guess they're called. And she says, you know why they don't sweep at nighttime? I'm like, sweep with all the luck, duh. Everybody in the church laughed because, you know, as church-going Christians, we're not supposed to believe in luck. But I do believe in luck sometimes. So anywho, I'm just going to wait for some dirt to build up throughout the day, because I sweep every single day. So I'm going to get some dirt later down the hallway, especially when Wednesday and Cora come in and shake off. And then we're going to see if this baby works. So the couple of things that it picked up so far, it worked. So let's see. So this is not a paid review because the company's not paying me. But Jory got it as a gift, and we're going to do a review on it. So Joe is over there trying to pleat one of my handbags, trying to take over my portion of the job. When my dad was here and we assembled one of the bags, my dad's like, I noticed he doesn't see what you're doing over this end of the table. You just hand it to him, he sews, gives it back to you. What's going on here? You're not teaching him your part? I'm like, no! Are you crazy? He can't know the whole thing. He already knows how to sew, and I don't know how to sew. Anyways, guys, this is supposed to be the ending of yesterday's vlog. Yesterday was what, the 19th? This is the ending of the vlog for the 19th. What I'm gonna do right now is put in, I'm gonna record my computer screen on how to create a Twitter account and how to tweet the people I need for y'all to tweet. Okay, so wish me luck with this. So you're gonna see that at the end. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And then I'll see you tonight with another vlog for today the 20th, okay? Bye. All right, guys, let's make this Twitter account. Go to twitter.com. This is where you would put your username and password if you already have an account, but we're making a new one today, okay? So let me go ahead and put in an email address. And this is an email address that I very seldom use. Let me go ahead and put a password in. Make sure you make your password long, okay? Letters and numbers. That will help you out a lot. Now, this is the name that I use for this email address. This is my grandma's name, by the way. This is just random stuff that I set up when I want to make like these little fake accounts. So go ahead and put in your phone number. This is my Google number, so don't panic, all right? People don't have my real number. This is my Google number. Next, they're going to send a verification code via text. Go ahead and put in the code. And then now it's time to make a username, which is hard. This is the way we say dragonfly in Belize, already taken. Some Belizeans probably have it. So I went to a site that showed you how to pick the best Twitter names. And they suggest that you put the or we are or this is us or stuff like that in front of it. This is too long. The real dragonfly is too long. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to use the name that my mom wanted to give me before she picked Barbara. And then now I finally picked one after 40 minutes of messing around with this. Northern Lagoon. This is where we used to go vacation in Belize when I was a kid. Alrighty, so they welcome me. And now it's time to set up our little Twitter. So pick what you're interested in. You can pick one, you can pick none. Just pick some and move on. You know, this is not important. This is how they're going to like send things to your feed based on what you like. Hit continue. They want you to link up your emails. I never do this because it always messes up. So just move on. Now they have people they think you want to follow. What the hell? I don't follow these people. Deselect all this and move on. All right. So now we're going to go choose whom we want to follow. All right. So go up here in the search. Get rid of this. We don't need to do none of this. Just get rid of this. Go up here in the search bar and put in @ and put in who you want to look for. So I'm looking for @Radio Free KJLH. This is Stevie Wonder's radio station's Twitter account. And I want to go ahead and find them first. I hit tweet, but I want to find them. So follow them. I'm going to just go ahead and follow all these DJs. Why? Because Jada's into music and we want to tweet these DJs. So now next person, @Snoop Dogg. We're not tweeting anybody yet. We're just following a few people, all right? @Snoop Dogg, follow. Why? Because he's fun to follow. There's a lot of people that's fun to follow, all right? And then Ellen DeGeneres. Of course, go put Harry Connick Jr. too, okay? Don't forget him. Go to Ellen. Follow her. And then now we want to tweet her. And I'm like, please check out this indie artist @TheJadaJulienne, because that's her Twitter name. She couldn't get the straight up Jada Julienne. Somebody already had it. This is her new EP. And then to get the link for that, just go to Jada's YouTube, Jada Julienne, youtube.com/Jada Julienne. Go to playlist. Click on the one playlist Colin has here. Right mouse click it and copy. And then come back and paste. And then tweet it. It's as simple as this, guys. Yeah, daddy, in a kimono.